Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Let's finish our devotional in 2 Samuel chapter 11. Now, at this point, David has everything. His army is winning, his kingdom is strong and safe. He has more power, more comfort, and more choices than the king before him. But one afternoon, while he is on his roof, he sees a woman bathing. He asks who she is, and then he sends for her. Now, David already had wives. He already has a palace full of everything he could want. And still, he wants someone who does not belong to him. David did not sin because he was missing something. He wasn't lacking anything. He sinned even though he had plenty. He had everything in front of him, and he still was not enough for his heart. C.S. Lewis gives a picture that helps us understand this. He says people are like kid who chooses to play in the mud instead of going to the beach, because the kid cannot imagine how great and beautiful the ocean is. Lewis says our problem is not that we want too much. It is that we settle for less than what is truly good. We choose the mud because we forget the ocean is there. We are far too easily pleased, he says. See, that's the picture of David on the roof. He was not wanting too much. He had stopped wanting the right thing. So he grabbed whatever was closest to him. And this is what makes it so serious. This is the same David who wrote, and this is a familiar psalm for many of you. He said, "One thing I ask from the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may live with God and see his beauty all my life." Psalm 27, verse 4. At one point, David understood. He knew there was one thing worth building his whole life around. It was not his throne. It was not someone else's wife. It was being with God and being in God. But somewhere between writing that and standing on that roof, he stopped living with that desire. Now, obviously, that is not just David's problem. It is everyone's problem. It's your problem, it's my problem. We usually do not fail because we want too much. We fail because we forget what we really want, and we grab whatever is closest instead. So here's a question to think about this morning, and as you enter the weekend. When you feel restless, when you feel bored, when something inside you wants more, where do you go first? I think most people don't even ask that question. We just reach for what is right in front of us. Social media, TikTok, Instagram, a drink, shopping, whatever it is for you. None of those things are the ocean. They are mud. They might feel good for a moment, but they were never going to satisfy your heart. You see, the answer is not to force yourself to avoid the mud. The answer is to remember that the ocean is real and learn to want it again. Before you grab what is closest today, try to name what you are really wanting, what your soul desire, what you really desire. Just say it. You don't have to fix it yet. See, David eventually told the truth about his sin. That comes later in the story, but this is where it always begins. Not with trying harder, but with remembering what you really wanted in the first place. David couldn't undo what he did on that roof. Wanting the right thing later did not erase his sin. But David was not left to fix it by himself, and neither are you, and neither am I. Jesus did not only talk about loving God, he lived it perfectly every day. He loved the Father more than anything else with no distraction. Then he did something amazing. He gave that perfect love to us. He took our broken hearts, the ways we failed to love God, and paid for it himself. So this is not about trying harder to love God. It is about trusting Jesus, who already loved God perfectly for us and gives that goodness to us as a gift. So, my friends, this morning, whether you realize it or not, your deepest desire is the same desire David had. One thing I ask from the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may live with God all my life, to see his beauty and to be with him. God bless you. Have an amazing worship with your community. May you see the beauty of God, and may you enjoy being with God. We'll see you soon.